You probably heard it 1,000 times. Just think positive, because apparently your bills, your problems, and your boss from hell all disappear the moment you put a fake smile on your face, right? Let us get one thing straight right from the get-go. Positive thinking doesn't work. At least not the way you think it does. But there is something that does. But it's not easy, it certainly isn't glamorous, and it certainly won't fit on a pastel Instagram quote. Today in this video, we're going to break down what positive thinking actually is, why it fails miserably in the real world, and what actually works without turning into some miserable old sod. My name's Nathan Carlson. I'm a rock climber, an endurance enthusiast, and the founder of Over 40 and Free, a platform for men and women to rebuild their life through strength, discipline, and purpose in midlife and beyond. Just before we get started, if you're enjoying these videos, please click the subscribe button down below. It would really help me in my mission to get this message out to the people who need to hear it. And if you check the description box, you'll see a link that'll take you straight to the email list. Thanks, I appreciate it. So, what is positive thinking really? It's this idea that if you focus on the good, you will magically attract more good into your life. The theory goes, think happy thoughts, get happy outcomes. Like some sort of cosmic vending machine that spits out success if you feed it enough optimism coins. Now, in fairness, it isn't entirely bullshit. There is something to positive thinking, and there is something to the law of attraction. Positive thinking can make you more optimistic, it can make you more hopeful, and it may mean you're less likely to fall into despair. But here's the rub. It's not enough, because life doesn't care. It really doesn't care if your mortgage is overdue, your back's cooked, and your teenage son has just announced he's taking a gap year, or a gap decade, and no amount of chanting, I am abundant, is going to fix your credit card debt. So yes, positive thinking does have its place, but as a strategy for real change, it's about as effective as trying to stop a tide with a Kleenex. Positive thinking's main purpose, at least in my opinion, is to keep people comfortable. It's like psychological Panadol. It numbs the pain for a short time, but it doesn't get rid of the wound. It may help you cope, but it does not help you change. Not by itself. Because real, lasting change requires more than just thoughts. It needs action, it needs discomfort, and it needs a good old-fashioned bit of grit. There's also this sneaky little lie fed to us by the positive thinking movement. If you are struggling, it's because you're not thinking positively enough. That is absolute nonsense. You are not broken because you get down sometimes. You are a human being. If anything, pretending to be happy when you're not just simply digs the hole deeper. Here's the truth for you. Your brain does not obey slogans. When you tell yourself, I'm happy, I'm successful, I'm confident, and you know deep down that you're not, your subconscious calls bullshit. And rightly so, because it knows you're lying. The rest of the world might not think you're lying, but your subconscious does. It knows you very well. This is why positive affirmations often backfire. They create cognitive dissonance. This is a fancy way of saying your brain has a freak out moment because what you're saying doesn't match with what you feel. So when people say think positive, what they're really saying is ignore reality. And ignoring reality has never made anybody feel happier, more productive, or freer. If anything, it keeps you trapped. It keeps you smiling with clenched teeth while your life unravels around you. And if that sounds harsh, good, it's meant to be. Because sometimes the truth needs a boot instead of a hug. Alright, so enough with what doesn't work. Let's talk about what does. There are three things that beat positive thinking any day of the week. Discipline, cold reality, and a good old-fashioned sense of humour. Number one, discipline. Motivation, it's like a sugar hit. It's nice and sweet, but it's gone in 10 minutes. Discipline is like protein. It sticks and it builds. You don't need to feel positive to act. You just need to act. And once you act, that is when you start feeling better. That is when you start feeling human. That is how momentum works. When you're tired, you do it anyway. When you're bored, you do it anyway. Because discipline builds trust within yourself. And that is the foundation of real, true, lasting confidence. Step number two, cold reality. Forget manifesting your dream life. Try facing your actual life. Cold reality is simply this: the ability to look at your life, to look at your situation, no spin, no sugarcoating, no bullshit, and accepting it for what it is. This is not the same as pessimism. This is clarity. And clarity is true power. Once you see what's actually there, you can make decisions. Not emotional decisions, not maybe next week decisions. Real decisions. The classic examples. You're too tired to work out? No, you're undisciplined. You're not bad with money? Bullshit. You're just not paying attention. You're not lost. You're just avoiding the hard questions. Cold reality, it hurts the first time. Cold reality, it hurts the first time, but it's the only way to change. Because how can you steer a ship you can't even admit is sinking? And number 3, humour. This one's underrated. Humour is the pressure release valve, because life sometimes it's a pressure cooker. You can take your purpose seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh at your own mistakes. Laugh at the absurdity of everything. Because let's be honest about it, half of adulthood feels like you're just winging it. And while you're winging it, you're pretending you've got it all figured out. When you can laugh in the middle of the mess, that is when you can take your power back. You stop being the victim and start being the author. And now to the good stuff, some ways to actually implement what works. We'll keep it simple for now, but I'll expand on this in a later video. Start number 1, start your day with a big bowl of discipline, not dopamine. Don't reach for the phone, except to turn off your alarm clock. Move your body, do something productive before breakfast. Number 2, check in with cold reality. Write down what is actually true about your life. Not what you wish was true, what actually is true, what is. Then pick one area, just one, and fix it. And number 3, add a dose of humour. When life throws bullshit in your face, laugh at it. Don't whinge, and whatever you do, don't post about it. Laugh, learn, and move on. As we say in Australia, have a laugh, have a crack. This combination, discipline, cold reality, and humour, does something positive thinking never will. It gives you control, because that is when you stop reacting to life and you start building it. One disciplined, cold, humour-filled step at a time. So the next time someone tells you to think positive, tell them thanks, but no thanks. I'd rather do positive, because happiness and productivity don't come from pretending everything's fine. They come from facing the truth, doing the work, and having a good time along the way. If this video hit home for you, give it a like, drop a comment down below. I promise I'll read them all, and give this channel a subscribe. It would really help me to deliver this message to people who need to hear it. But more important than all that, if you know someone who's undisciplined or lost or is simply having a rough patch in life, share this video with them. You may just save their life. And if you want weekly tools and habits to rebuild your life with strength, purpose, and discipline, check the link below. It'll take you straight to the email list. We'd love to see you there. And until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and keep building. Oh, and don't forget to have a laugh.